today I have a follow-up review on some of the stuff that I got during the VIB sale back in April. I've had a little over a month to play with most of this stuff, so I've had a chance to test it out. I have formed some opinions on some of them. Not all of it have I really given it a full test, so I'll give you some initial thoughts or just let you know if I haven't tried it or if I did try it. And I may do even a third follow-up review on some of the stuff that I haven't been able to give a full, thorough review on. I'm going to go in no particular order into the stuff I got. During the sale I did pick up 3 brushes. I have the NARS Ita brush. I haven't tested it out enough to know if I really think it's worth it because it was around that $60 price mark. So maybe I will come back with you for a full review on the Ita brush. But I do really enjoy these 2 brushes. I have the Bobbi Brown Sheer Powder brush as well as the Sephora Pro Contour number 79 brush. They're quite similar, but the Pro Contour by Sephora is a little bit tinier and a little bit softer as well. I prefer the Sephora one, but I think that I would use them for 2 different uses. I generally like to set my under eye concealer with a brush like this or even apply highlight, and this one I prefer just to use a little bit of dusting of powder in sort of my T-zone area if I'm going to be wearing foundation. I've used the Sephora one a little bit more and I do really enjoy it, but I enjoy both of these brushes. One Hourglass thing that I've been loving that I got during the sale was their new Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light. I love this bronzer. I think it's a really nice quality bronzer. I did think it was a little bit more pricey compared to some of the other Hourglass stuff, but now I think it's completely worth it. I really like this bronzer. I'm kind of interested to get the other one, but it seems a little bit more frosty. I like the sort of natural glow this gives. I also picked up the Ambient Lighting Luminous Light Powder. I love these powders, so I was just happy to add another one to the collection. This one's a little bit more luminous than the other 4 that I have, but I really do enjoy this one. I like it to top matte blushes. The Smashbox Photo Finish Priming Water, I think it's okay. I don't think it's necessarily something that keeps my makeup on for longer, but I don't usually have issues with my makeup migrating too much, so I'm not sure if I'm the perfect one to test it. I'm happy I bought it. I really like the consistency of it and the smell, so I will continue to use it, but I don't think it helps set my makeup or make my makeup last longer. The 2 creams that I picked up during the sale was the Embryolisse Late Cream Concentrate as well as the Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Moisturizer. The Embryolisse was a lot thinner than I expected it to be. I just had heard a lot of people talk about it at being amazing for really dry skin, so I expected it to be a lot thicker. I also didn't expect for it to have the scent that it does. It has like a floral perfume scent to it, which I don't necessarily enjoy, but I do think it's a good cream. I'm happy I purchased it. I haven't used it enough consistently to know if I will absolutely love it, but I do enjoy it. I'm happy I picked it up. This moisturizer, the Ginseng one by Origins, is probably one I could pass on. I find that it's quite light, so maybe good for the summer months, but it's not as moisturizing as I wish it would be. And I actually bought this one specifically to mix with the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops, which is another thing I got, and I don't like them mixed together. I find that it just makes it settle funny, so I wouldn't recommend it to mix with the Cover FX Custom Drops, but I do enjoy this. I probably will not return it and will use it up, but I just think that it's not something amazing. The Cover FX Custom Cover Drops is not something that I am thoroughly enjoying as much as I thought I would. This was a big craze on YouTube, especially when the sale was launching, so I definitely wanted to pick it up. I think it's an amazing concept. I just don't think I found anything that I like to mix it with. I've tried a few different moisturizers as well as one primer and even just mixing it with another foundation, and I feel like it just doesn't settle well with my skin. I feel like maybe it's a little bit too thick or too high coverage for what I'm looking for. Even just with one drop, I find that it just doesn't look like skin. It almost just looks like makeup on top of my skin. I was watching a video by Hey Claire where she talks about this custom cover drops and how you need to mix it with something that will actually just help it sort of lay on the skin rather than something that would absorb. So she was saying that like something like a moisturizer will just absorb into your skin and then this will be just left sitting on top, and I completely agree with her. I felt like when I mixed it with moisturizers, it left a weird texture to my skin and you could really see this product, but when I mixed it with something that really just sort of sat on the top of my skin, it made it look the most natural. If you guys have any recommendations on what I should mix this with, definitely let me know in the comments below because I am struggling to use it. I think I will keep it because it's nice to add that full coverage, but I don't love it as much as I thought I would. During the sale, I picked up a couple lip items. I have the NARS Audacious lipsticks in Raquel. I love the Audacious lipstick, so Raquel was just the most nude color to add to my collection and I love nude lips, so I thought it was a good thing. I got another one of the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Lipsticks in Melted Melon. Again, I love this lipstick, so just adding another collection was perfect. And then I got the Bite Beauty Luminous Cream Lipstick in Kava. I have some miniature versions of these lipsticks and I do enjoy them, but this lipstick color was really interesting to me. It's more of like a lavender beige gray color and I really enjoy this color, so I was really happy to pick it up. This is one of the things that I was actually unsure about, but I'm really happy I picked it up. As you saw in the haul, I did pick up all of the new shades of the Clinique Cheek Pops and I really enjoy these blushes in general. I had all 4 shades to begin with and I wanted to add the rest of the colors to my collection. I think that they're amazing quality. I really do like the entire color selection. These are 3 of my favorite colors that I got recently. The first one is Cola Pop. I really enjoy this color because it's a really unique deep shade. I like Heather Pop because of the name, but also because of the color. It's enough pink to show up on your cheeks, but it's still quite neutral. And then another color that I really like is Pansy Pop because finding a lavender blush is actually really hard to do and I really enjoy my cool tone blushes. I already did a video on these Lancome Le Duo contour and highlight sticks. I got my color in Ivory. I really enjoyed this product. I will link the video that I did below, but I think it's a really nice product, so I would still recommend it. During the sale too, I did get 2 eyeshadow palettes. I have the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette, which looks like this. I really enjoy this palette. I haven't tested it out too much, but I do like the blendability. I think the shades are really pigmented. I do like the color selection and I love matte eyeshadows. So I'm really happy I have this palette. And the other one I have is Becca. This is the Ombre Nudes eye palette. I think that maybe I slightly prefer it more than the Kat Von D, but I feel like they're completely different, that you can't really compare it. I just like the color selection. I love neutrals and I love mattes, as I said. So the fact that this is just different versions of neutral mattes is totally up my alley, and it blends really nicely. It goes on really smoothly and it has nice pigmentation. 2 other Becca things I got was the Low Light and Highlight Perfecting Pressed palette. I really enjoy this palette. I think it's a really nice palette to have. This shade can kind of come off a little bit orange for contouring, but I think it still works really well. And this is just Opal right here, which I like the compactness of this, having both the highlight and the contour together, so if you're going to be traveling, it's really nice to have. And the last Becca item I picked up was the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. I already have Opal and Rose Gold and I love them, so I just wanted to add this one to my collection because I really enjoy a light highlight and I think it's really nice. I'm wearing it today. You can see the highlight right here. It's really beautiful. I love this one and I like mixing them sometimes. That one and Opal are really nice together. During the sale I did get 2 Armani things. I have the Giorgio Armani Mastro Liquid Summer. I really enjoy this product. It's like a liquid version of the Chanel Bronze Universal that everybody loves, so I really enjoy this product. I'm happy I picked it up and it's super pigmented. The first couple of times I used it, I would put one drop on like a mixing palette and put it on my face and it was so bronzed. So you have to be careful, but I really enjoy this product. The one thing that I would keep in mind when you're purchasing this product is that it does contain a little bit of shimmer, which can be apparent on your face, but you just have to blend well and it kind of dissipates. And the other Armani thing I have is the Master Corrector in number 1. This is like the thin, really thin brush that you just put really in your dark circles and then you put concealer on top. I enjoy this product. I feel like sometimes it can look a little bit pink under your eyes, so you need to use a really sort of heavy duty concealer to cover it up, which I don't mind. It really helps with the dark under eyes. I like it, but it's not something that you can just slap on and go. You kind of just need to put a little bit of effort into blending it in and then topping it with a concealer. During the sale I also got the Kevyn Aucoin the Sensual Skin Enhancer and I have it in SX02, which is like one of the fair shades. As you can see, I've hardly even used it because you need the smallest amount for this. I was even using too much. I think this product is amazing for what it does. It has really amazing coverage for using such a minuscule amount of product and it is super creamy, but you just have to be careful when you put it under your eyes. It can crease, especially if you have any fine lines. So I didn't love using it under my eyes. I felt like it could look a little bit cakey and then it definitely creased over time. I like to use it to either spot correct because it is such an opaque creamy concealer, or even just to put a very minuscule amount right in the deepest darkest color of my under eye circles, because that's where generally my fine lines aren't, so it doesn't settle into fine lines and kind of just helps conceal in that tiny area. I don't know if I love this product. I love what it does, but I don't necessarily love it on my skin. I think I will keep it. I don't think I would return it because it's just a nice product to add to your collection, but I don't know if I would necessarily recommend it. It depends what you're going to use it for, but it does have amazing coverage. There were a few items that I haven't really tested out because either A, I forgot about them, or B, I just haven't had enough time to really test them out and see my opinions on them, and that was just something like the new NARS blushes. That they're dual intensity blushes. I got 2 NARS palettes as well, one primer, the Too Faced Hangover RX. I haven't really tested this out as well, and then also the Kevyn Aucoin, the Creamy Duo, which has the creamy highlight and contour. I haven't really tested any of those out yet. I will maybe do a follow-up review on those ones as well, or maybe even individual reviews just to give you my thoughts on them, because I always think that having tons of reviews on certain products is always helpful if you choose to buy them or don't buy them. I hope you all have enjoyed this review that I've done on some of the stuff that I got during the VIB sale. If you've tried any of these products, or if you have any recommendations on how I can use these Cover FX custom cover drops, definitely let me know in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe because I will be doing lots of upcoming review videos. Thanks so much for watching and stay tuned.